And clap.
Hi, welcome to episode 3 of Parenting Without a License.
Yeah, man, parenting without a license.
And here we are, not at home because there has been drilling going on and it's really loud. So we are at
Guess where?
Yeah. So yes.
McDonald, if you're watching this, sponsor. Never ending.
So today we are going to talk about meal planning, what to feed the kids, what to feed us, what to feed the family every single day. And wasn't it like one of your friends who said like that's always the perennial questions that they always ask themselves, what to feed the kids?
Yeah, man. What do you feed the kids? Like, for us, I'm a big fan of the whole precept of minimal effort, maximum results. And so one of the things that I do is I cook sous vide. And if you don't know what that is, I trust you'll put up somewhere sous vide somewhere.
Yeah, well, I'll link it somewhere.
Sous vide cooking. And I batch cook. I cook big batches of stuff. And it's frozen, and then, as and when we need it, we'll take it out. And that reduces the amount of time to cook. But the question still remains, what do we cook for dinner?
Yeah, that's true because the whole meal planning for the family is a mental toll that nobody talks about. It's a mental burden, like the amount and energy it takes to meal plan for the week, for lunch and dinner. That's like when I was working outside, it was a lot easier because you just go to food court, get one dish meal, and then you just have to think about dinner. But now that I'm working at home, breakfast, lunch, dinner, everything, I just have to think about it, and I'm just tired.
That's why you marry somebody who can cook.
Yes, between the two of us, he cooks a lot better than I do.
But here's the thing, I had a very privileged experience growing up. My parents just basically said, do whatever you want in the kitchen, just don't burn it down. And so I grew up cooking. I started cooking when I was 14. It's been 23 years now. Yeah, 23 years now that I've been very comfortable in the kitchen. Some of my fondest memories of family or friends revolve around the kitchen. And if you've ever visited us at home, I love to host. I love to, cook. I love to get everybody around the table and eat. And it's absolutely the same thing with the family. I absolutely enjoy having the kids, sitting around. We all have dinner time together. One of our biggest rules is that when we're all together, we're gonna eat together. So important. But it still doesn't answer the question of what to cook for dinner.
So it's some people do meal plans, so like they will take the Sunday off or like weekends, and then they'll plan everything, see what's in the fridge. We tend to be more of
Panic, oh!
yeah, mostly that. But like he says, so when we sous vide and you freeze it, so we always have cooked proteins already in the house. So
For example, what did we have for dinner yesterday,
we
Mummy?
had duck. Actually, the duck was cooked in November last year.
Was it November?
November or December. It was like pretty late.
Okay, so this is recorded on the 5th of March 2021. The duck was cooked on November 2020, so 4 months ago.
Yes, thereabouts. And we usually, the practice for us is that he will sous vide it and then we will freeze it. So it got me a long time to get him to label everything, to put the date, to what kind of protein is it, at what temperature, because we tend to have mystery meats.
If the first question is what to cook for dinner, the second question I always ask is, I take out from the freezer, what's this? Looks like turkey, looks like beef ribs, looks like something. I don't know what it is, because once it's frozen,
you can't tell.
Can't tell. But here's the thing, it's so easy to sous vide, right? So our practice is, I'll buy an entire duck from Giant, for example, the supermarket nearby. I'll buy an entire duck and I'll cut it in half. The bottom half, the legs, I'll clean it, season it, vacuum pack it in a plastic bag, of course, and then sous vide it at 85 degrees for 12 hours. Now this will usually keep for months. Once you cook it, it's sterile, you can cook it and leave it in the freezer for months. The duck breast, I'll cook it separately at 60 degrees for 4 to 6 hours. And the kids love the duck breast.
Oh,
and that's also frozen. The duck skin and the spare parts are also sous vide, and you get a whole layer of duck fat, which we use to make duck fat fries. Yesterday I made duck fat naan.
Naan, yes.
So yeah, but this isn't a cooking show. But I mean, the question is still this: what do we cook for dinner, right? And I'm thankful enough that the kids have come to a point where they'll pretty much eat anything. And I'm happy to report that my cooking is palatable to them. Like they'll fight for the duck skin, they'll
Duck
fight
fat.
for the duck fat. They'll fight for the stuff I cook. And so
Not so much for me, but
yeah. But you know, she's learning in the kitchen, and I'd like to think that I'm a supportive partner who says, you know, do whatever you want in the kitchen, just don't burn it down.
yeah. So after all of this, I actually do realize that we are privileged enough that we know how to sous vide, and that we have the means to be able to buy large amounts of meat, to be able to cook and save for the family for months. But not everybody is that lucky. So what do you do? Like, I know that people buy, go to the market every day or every couple of days, you have fresh produce, your fresh proteins, and then you cook it on the day itself. We don't do that because I, for one, don't know how to cook Malay cuisine, because Malay cuisine is pretty much very laborious.
Hey, you
got
Malay?
Lots, yes.
You Malay?
Lots of different ingredients, and it takes practice. And unfortunately for me, I don't have the time for that practice when I was working. So now, to learn how to do that, it takes more time when I'm also working, even though it's from home.
The irony is she works more because she's working from home.
Yeah, because we don't have to travel out. I take half an hour lunches, and then you go back to work.
Sometimes
But-
not even. Sometimes not even. And so one of the things we've realized is batch cooking does help. It
For
reduces
us.
our
For
it
us.
reduces our overall effort and time, and of course our budget. It's actually a lot cheaper to cook in bulk than it is to cook, ad hoc. But also, we've come to realize that one of the things that the kids really, really like is, of course, frozen stuff. So yeah, like frozen stuff. We discovered, what was that brand of nuggets that you bought?
The fresh pack, freeze pack.
Freeze pack nuggets. So freeze pack nuggets, the brand of French fries.
Farmland premium cut.
Yeah, farmland premium cut. So in a pinch, like when, say for example, we're way too tired, we've got way too many things to do, and we just really need a quick fix for the kids. Nuggets and fries. Pop them in the air fryer, and in 15-20 minutes you get something that's popular with the kids. They dip it with mayonnaise, they dip it with ketchup, and it's always a crowd pleaser. They always like, fries and nuggets. But we gotta say, it's not something that's every day. In
Yep.
fact, they maybe get it once or twice every fortnight.
No, actually they take it once a week.
Is it once a week?
Yeah, it's once a
Okay.
week. We should
Yeah.
cut down actually. But this is also, we recognize that this is what is comfortable for us, and some parents are not comfortable with that. So it depends on what you are comfortable with and what your budget is like as well. I know that some families do what in Singapore we call tingkat services, or basically they have catering meals. So yeah, tingkat services, right? So it's like a meal plan, and people get to choose what kind of meals according to their budget for lunch or dinner, and every month is a different menu. And
We tried one.
We've tried one.
We tried one for a week, and it
and
was weak.
we didn't really like it because it was that particular caterer was not to our liking, not to what we would like.
She's
for them.
being very, very kind. We had this conversation earlier today that I am a very simple man, but I am very hard to please. When it comes to food, right? I mean, I've got high standards for food. For me, the minimum acceptable standard is relatively high. And when the caterer sends the meal every day for 5 days, and it's under-salted, under-seasoned, overcooked, and I'm like, there are people who pay for this,
And they like it.
and they like it. There's like reviews for them saying, oh, that's pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
So two things that happen in my mind. Number one, what have they been eating all their lives that this is nice? And number two, I realize how bloody privileged I am to have gone through and understand what I like and what I don't like may not necessarily be the average, especially when it comes to food.
Yeah, that's true.
And how's that going to affect our kids? Think about it.
Yeah, this conversation also came up previously when we were having duck. That I was saying that when we were growing up, it was very difficult to get duck. Halal duck was not easy to find until quite recently, and duck is not easy to do well.
Come on,
without sous vide.
let's face it. People who have come to my place and eaten my duck have told me it's the best duck they've ever had.
Turkey, our turkey.
And turkey too. So the magic of sous vide is undeniable. You sous vide and then the post prep is of course very important, but people have come to my place and had turkey and have had duck and have had beef and they're telling me this is the best they've ever had. So how is that going to affect our kids growing up? Are they going to be snobs like me? Not like you're not a snob. I'm a snob and a slob. A snob.
Snalob.
A snob.
Okay.
Where were we?
I lost my train of thought because that was very distracting.
Oh yeah, so the kids, right?
Yeah.
Right,
so,
the kids.
And I don't know what else to say.
So yeah,
Yeah.
ultimately, let us know how you handle that conversation. If you've got children, what do you have for dinner? Or what do you have for lunch or breakfast or whatever? How do you handle for the kids?
And how do you handle when your kids are picky eaters? Our kids are, I wouldn't say picky eaters, but they have very, very varied tastes. So Arya
She's being very kind, by the way.
Arya likes, she's got a sweet tooth. She likes everything sweet and she likes everything mild. So she's not very open to trying stronger flavors. Yes.
Wonder where she gets it from.
And Adam is more of a savory kind of boy. He likes his fries. He can actually finish a whole pack of large fries from McDonald's all by himself.
Tiny 3-year-old boy finishes an entire large pack of fries. We always order it. It's
No
a treat.
salt, yeah.
It's a treat, and we order it unsalted for him. And he'll sit there and he'll munch and munch and munch, and he won't eat anything else. He won't eat ice cream. He won't eat nuggets. He won't eat anything. He'll just
eat
have fries.
Yeah. So and he likes his savory stuff. He's not very much into sweets. He at one point he didn't even like chocolate.
Yeah.
Like you'll give him chocolate, he'll spit it out. Yeah. So like, how do you manage your children's food preferences when they are so varied? Like for us, we just cook the same thing for everybody. You just
Eat it or go hungry.
we just make sure that there is enough food, enough variety for them to choose. Like we will always have carbs that we know that Adam will like because he's into carbs at the moment. And
So
Arya's
much.
pretty much, she'll eat anything but vegetables. Adam loves vegetables for
Which
some
is
reason.
ironic. So my girl likes meat. She doesn't like vegetables and carbohydrates. She's okay. She's okay. She's not picky about it. But Adam's a carb hog. He'll like eat multiple servings of rice, multiple servings of porridge, plain, by the way, plain. It'll just We suspect it's because boys are growing. They just need the extra carbohydrates, extra calories, right? So those of you who have boys, do let me know in the comments, please. Let me know what it's like having boys. So yeah,
Yes.
where were we?
Okay, so the reason why things get chopped off a little bit was because in McDonald's they were doing some stuff.
Doing shit.
Yeah. So the last one was Adam likes to eat carbs.
Yeah. The kid and carbs. So if you've got boys, let me know what it's like in the comments below. If you can compare it to your girls, I want to know.
Also, he likes to eat vegetables, specifically broccoli.
Cauliflower too.
Yes. So he likes this, and my sisters who are adults don't even like broccoli and cauliflower for some
Shout
reason.
out to your sisters. Huh?
You know who you are.
So yeah, tonight what are we gonna do for dinner, mommy?
We have leftover duck, and
yeah.
and we do have leftover naan that you made. So maybe we'll just brush some more of the duck fat on top and pop it in the air fryer. And we do have.
So good.
But so when you sous vide, you have all these juices that come out, and Adam loves to dip bread into the broth that comes out. So it's just all the different nice flavored seasoned juice.
Jus.
Jus.
You gotta say it
and,
like the French do. Les jus.
and then I'm sure we get comments that say like, oh, that's the wrong way to pronounce it.
Jus you, man.
Yeah. And he actually loves to drink it like soup. Yeah.
So it's like it's a byproduct of the cooking process. When you cook, proteins, you get a lot of moisture coming out. You get a lot of and that moisture, the liquid, the cooking liquid, is just full of flavor. It's insane. You get a holy shit thick layer of fat, rendered fat, and you get the meat juice. Like that's the best way I can describe it. It's cooking liquid. It's so good. Yeah.
If you've never seen how a sous vide setup is like, I'll
Find me on Facebook. Look for on my page, not my personal profile. I post a lot about sous vide. All the stuff that I've cooked, it's all there.
or I'll just include a. Anyway, so where was I? Oh yes, I'll just include a picture of our setup somewhere around.
Right after this.
I guess we'll see. And then you can see what kind of equipment that we use. So if you have any questions about sous vide, just drop them in the comments and we'll send you the required links or whatever.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
so one of my hobbies is I tinker around in the kitchen. I'm not a chef, nor am I a cook. My whole philosophy when it comes to food and cooking is minimal effort, maximum results, right? Like I managed to cook for 10, 12 people and total work time was maybe 2 hours, max, right? Just put everything into the water bath, sous vide everything, and then take it out, sear it, and serve. It's so easy. So easy. And so we specifically use an ANOVA immersion circulator. So ANOVA, if you're watching,
No, this is yeah.
what if they do send us? You never know.
If they do, it'll be great.
Oh,
but
wait.
it's like,
Product placement. Oh, wait, is that the right hole? Yes, it is the right hole.
okay. Product placement some more. Yeah. So.
But yeah, we absolutely enjoy doing this parenting without a license, and so far it's already episode 3.
3.
And I mean, let us know what you want us to talk about. What are some issues you face being a parent? Don't you wish there was a license? Don't you wish there was a parenting manual? I know for sure I wish there was a parenting manual. And some of the issues that you guys face, let us know. And maybe for all you know, we also have similar horror stories. Like remember that one time when Arya woke up and she was like, "Daddy, why do my bontot feel cold?" I'm like, "Wait, why does your ass feel cold?" And you touch the ass and it's wet. And you're like, "Oh my god." So yeah. Or how Adam hides in the corner to poop.
Yep.
Adam, are you pooping?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so there was this one time, not at band camp. There was this one time. So story time. A couple of years back, right? I was walking out into the hall in our house, and I saw a little brown thing, and I thought it was a peanut. So I picked it up. I thought, oh look, a peanut. No, I'm just and daddies who just pick it up and just pop it in our mouth. Right? I picked it up, and I was like, no, wait, that's no peanut. Arya, did you poop? And yes, daddy. And turns out that little dry piece of poop had leaked out from her butt, from her diaper, and I almost ate it. Quickly got her changed, and now daddy is super aware never to put things on the floor into my mouth.
Do you have any horror stories like that? Please share them in the comments because we would like to know.
Yeah, totes my loads, man. Totes my loads. Anything else you want to bring up?
I can't because it's very distracting, doing the video outside, and it's
Let us know what the quality of this video is like, how the sound is like, whether
feedback.
The sounds, the feedback. Yeah. Feedback. Breakfast for champions. So, excuse me. Oh, that was a heavy lunch. So yeah. And this is Parenting Without a License, episode 3 on the 5th of March 2021.
Yeah.
Okay, so remember, we do this just for you. And clap.